Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Now today's map is quite a nice looking one. It's completely hand-drawn, no terrain party involved, so remember that when we have a look at it. We've done this creator 3 times in the past, back in episodes 232, 254 and 453, where they scored 11, 12 and 9 stars respectively. This one's closer to the higher echelons, so hopefully we'll be showing a little bit of love to this creator. But before we show some love to that creator, can we show a little bit of love to this creator? Yes, it's time for your daily reminder. Thank you very much. That's right, hitting the like button does support the show, it gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you very much indeed. Right, let's crack on and have a look at Eastern Golden Cobblestone by Twitch TV 33 Shin 33, formerly known just as 33 Shin 33. Just a little plug for themselves there, and I can't say I blame them as a broadcaster myself now. There's your start square. We have just the one highway connection edging in there, and yes, all good. Your resources, well, it's not either or, it's all or. Literally everything is ore. And then off to the workshop, and we need a few bits, a few trees. We're using a custom built Eastern Tundra theme, and the requested LUT is Starburg, and Starburg doesn't get seen enough, so Starburg it is today. Right, if you've finished reading, have you? Okay, thank you, we'll carry on then. Now, the roads are pretty damn fine. Look how pretty it is. Look at the prettiness. Look how low the sun is in the sky. Now, this is Eastern Tundra, so we're looking at Arctic, I would suggest here. That sun doesn't get any higher. That is the midday sun. Of course, you can change this with the Ultimate Eye Candy mod if you so wish. Look at the bridges. Bridges are very nice. The detailing is very high standard. So yes, if you want a little bit more light, I've got everything tweaked in the settings, short of using relights as well. Elevated here, elevated because we're going up to a little plateau over here, which will get us onto the bridge, and this is a perfect bridge. Somebody's been watching tutorials. Yes, that's a perfect bridge. Everything's lovely there indeed. We stay elevated for another perfect bridge, and perfect timing to check a ship going underneath. Does that look high enough? It looks very nice indeed. Excellent work there. Lovely, lovely stuff. 33 Shin. Yeah, so we'll carry along the highways. So yes, it's going to be a little bit on the dark side, and we've got long shadows even at midday. You can tweak the settings. We'll do that. We'll do that after the break, shall we? Just to shall we check for mantle. No mantle. That's all good. Well done. Yeah, we'll do some checking of that stuff after the break, and just tweak things about just to see what differences we can make. But we'll be running with the requested settings. So there we are. On the Timbo's intersections, stacked intersection is very good. There's no problems with that at all. It heads off to the edge of the map that way, and it heads off to the edge of the map the other way as well. We'll have a look at the start square while we're here. Okay, start square goes through here. Only problem is this is the only intersection, so everything will be running through here, which could cause for a little bit of heavy traffic. Right, so here we are. This is the start square. Looks good to me, and probably about time to have a little nosy over at these little things. Yes, it's the asset review section of the show with the Wavra Suburban House 2 by Nutty Crunch. Now, the painter tool, the painter mod, comes into use here. It's a required aspect. I'd rather these houses with just an ordinary colour, but it's a colourful map, and if they're going to get away with being colourful houses, this is the map for them. Factoids because factoids. The Romans invented the sandwich and called it an ofula and Afula long before the Earl of Sandwich gave his name to it. Yes, an Afula. Right. Yeah, the Wildfire Suburban House 2 by Nutty Crunch. Oddly enough, hang on. If you're using the Find It tool, it's not spelt Wildfire, it's spelt Wave. looks like the autocorrect came in and changed the name of the Belgium town when naming the file. So anyway, yes, the Wave Suburban House if you're using Find It. And I probably wouldn't use the Painter mod. I wouldn't bother with that one, to be honest with you. Not for that particular occasion anyway. Right, anyway, we'll just scoot along through the environment. Like I say, the environment is completely hand tooled, which is nice to see. Pretty solid looking mountains, not necessarily the most realistic, but it's kind of a fantasy map, and because of that I'm happy to let it go. Excellent. Coming towards the edge of the map now. The final stretch here is completely flat and completely straight and completely, well, just ordinary. So I think we just do a scoot around and come back the other way. Yeah, loving the theme, like the flowers in the grass, and the rockiness looks really good as well. I only have one problem with the theme, which we'll see after the break as we scoot around the rest of the map. The rail, which is what we're looking at now, considering it's a fantasy map, I can let it go. Some of the slopes here are not realistic, but they are within tolerance and believability, so I'm going to let them go as well. You know, why not? And then down here we have oh, look at this, and everybody's favourite factories. I haven't got to sing that in a long time. Okay, let's scoot across here because there is another rail line around here somewhere. Here it is, and this one is perfectly fine. Notice the hill on the right, bit of tiling there in the texture. That's the problem that I have with the textures. And if we come across here, around behind this little mountain here, is another dead end, another halt, and another one of, oh, there's a cemetery there, and another everybody's favourite factories.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And we are back with the shipping routes in Eastern Golden Cobblestone by Twitch TV 33. Now we've got 2 points of entry here, A and B. Just remember A and B there, right? We'll take A, we'll follow A around. Now imagine you're a ship and you've been auto-routed to exit B from here. And so we'll just follow along the course here, and this is all good. And we are now going to take a hard left. Yeah. It's one of those right angle turns again, and that's, for me, I think a shortcut route there, just to get the shipping straight off the map, would be better, because sharp turns is ugly in this game for ships, I would suggest. This is all good, and then down here we've got another sharp turn here, which goes off and into the bay. Now we've got a loop in the bay. Don't really need a loop in the bay because the ships will find a direct route where possible. And it comes back here. Now once again, if you're going to point A or point B, you're having to take a hard left to get back that way, so I'd like to have seen a better arc there as well. Shipping routes, water flow, that's the other thing. Water flow is pretty good. That's not the start square. This is the start square down here, yeah, just checking, yeah, that's the start square over here. And the water flow past here is pretty strong, certainly strong enough to be able to deal with any start of city issues that you have. So there we are. Now let's have a look at the map as a whole. It's, let's say, pretty dark because of the low sun. Where is the sun? Where is the sun? Where is the sun? Well, there it is. There, found the sun. Now, so it's pretty low. We're going to use the Ultimate Eye Candy mod here just to tweak some settings, just so we can see how it would appear a little higher in the sky. Call up ambience. There we go. So it is daytime now. Sorry, midday now. We move it across the sky. Doesn't get any higher, you see. It just stays really low to the ground all the way across. It's like living in Scandinavia or Canada. You know the place. No, Canada, obviously. And yeah, it's that's as bright as it gets. what we'll do now is we'll come to the latitude and longitude, which is here, and we'll just push a little bit of height into the sun. And you can see how everything brightens up as we get more height with the sun there, and longitude just moves it across the other way. So yeah, I think we should probably we'll have a look at it. So that's how it looks in full brightness. It's a little bit too bright possibly now, and that's probably a very good reason for having the sun at a lower level. So what we'll do is we'll finish the review with the sun roughly in about the same location. Okay, it's not exactly the same location, but it's close. It's close. It's close enough. Right, lovely. Right, let's have a little mosey around. Now the snow on this map isn't snow. It's sand. It's white sand being used as snow. Very prettily done. We've got a lot of pretty scenarios going on here. The water flow is quite nice as well. Look at the snow here, the sand. But yeah, see, it's done quite nicely, isn't it? I mean, it is a pretty map. I'm gonna give you that one. It is a very, very pretty map. Yeah. All water flow going on. That's that. Looking around for points of interest. I had some points of interest noted. If I come down here, there you go. First of all, it's the essential lighthouse. So pretty. Now look at the steps. Now that's the actual height of the steps. Down here, you'd need some steps to get up onto the steps. So I would suggest just needs a little bit of tweaking to make that work a little bit better. Minor detailing stuff there. Now we've got a castle over here. First of all, BonBon Island maybe. I don't mind this too much. I prefer something not in the Arctic, but I could deal with it. And then this castle I buy into. It's not bad. It's not the world's greatest castle, but I like it. I think that works really well. It's a good location. You've got a good view of any attacking forces. And if anybody was to attack from the other side of the island, you've got to climb over this mountain or up the mountain to get a shot with your catapults or whatever. So I think that's a good castle. Looking around for other points of interest. Now over here, first of all, anybody want to do some fishing? We've got a couple of these jetties. Okay, and over here though, we've got another dock there, and we've got a defensive point. I'm not quite sure what these guys are defending. First of all, the machine gun placements are the wrong way round. But never mind. You've got a few houses down here that they're defending, maybe. But that is it. I can't really work out what this defensive point is all about. Now look up here, I see these ledges, these plateaus. Maybe this is the place to be building a Fort Knox or a military base, maybe. So that's something that you could consider when building into those areas, that you've got a defensive point. Next we've got another castle. This one I'm less enthralled by. At first glance I liked it. The main building I really like. I think that works very well indeed. Then I question what the heck this is about. I don't understand this at all. Maybe grain storage possibly. Okay, I'll let him have it. And we've got a bit of a overlook point on the end here, which I quite like as well. Having said that, if I was to attack this castle, I would start from down here somewhere and make a move up this hill. And as we get to the top of the hill from this way, completely unseen, through, and it's very climbable, this hill, very climbable. We get to the top, and we look over the top, and my fire archers now have got a really good shot over the walls, even if they were fully built walls there. So yes, I think that's a less good castle than the first one. Right, what else have we got going on with this map? We've got loads of build plane here and there and everywhere on different levels and different terrains. Now, yes, this hill for me is a little bit tiled for me. I had the same problem with my map Duvo, and I had to do some extra work with one of the hills, or a couple of the hills, just to make them work a little bit better. So either smoothing that out a bit more, or adding a little bit more cliff face into it, just to get rid of the tiling. It does really draw away from the feel of the whole map, that one little spot. Got a lot of forests going on. If we were to cut down some trees in the forests, we could make something. I wonder what 33 Shin 33 would make if they had the opportunity. So anyway, now's your chance to vote on the map. Oh look, they made that. Now's your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your votes really do count. We use them at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10 for the month. Is this map going to make the top 10? We've got a lot of maps that could make the top 10 this month. I'm going to be very interested to see this final chart, because virtually every map this month so far I've gone, oh, could this make the top 10? I think it might. Aesthetically, for the longest time I was thinking 5 stars for this map. I can't because of that hill. It's so distracting to me. So I'm going to lose a star for that hill, but only because of that hill. 4 stars for aesthetics. Detailing across the map is really nice indeed. Only thing I would want with this map is a little bit more, possibly down the riverbanks, a bit more rock work, possibly down the riverbanks. Still very, 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 very good, and that is also a high 4 stars. Gameplay potential across the whole, very good. I have a major concern with the road layout though, and everything going to that one central point and that one central intersection. I think that is a bit of a map killer. I'm giving it 3 stars. It's still very playable, but you will need to fix the roads before you get started. Eastern Golden Cobblestone by twitch.tv/33shin33. It's very nice indeed. Better road network, and that gets a seal of approval, so that's the only thing I would change there. So anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, and for listening to my voice croaking away at the end of this. I've done it in one take, and my asthma is starting to bite. Well, thanks for watching anyway. I will be back tomorrow with another map in the What's a Map series, and also tomorrow night will be episode 2 of Duvo. Don't miss that one as we build away. And of course, there's another map on screen that you can vote on now. Alright, I'm going to go and use my inhaler.